Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for my review of episode 22, Brave But Foolish. The ninja return to the city in their newly powered vehicles, and they begin to take on the Crystal Warriors. At a prison, the prisoners watch this all happening, and Ronan fiercely defends the ninja to his fellow prisoners. A big battle starts in the sky between the Bounty and the Crystal Dragons, and Wu, who is wearing the dragon armor again, goes to fight the Crystal King one-on-one. They have an epic battle, but it ends with Wu being thrown off the temple. The Overlord unleashes a huge energy blast at the Bounty, which separates it in two, and Nia plummets to the ground in one of these Bounty halves. The Overlord versus Wu battle is so good. It's probably the best thing of the 4 episodes I've watched so far, and it's just really exciting to watch. I just get that feeling that this is super cool. The idea of these two ancient warriors fighting each other, I just love it. And I feel like the choreography is really good, it's animated beautifully, and the dialogue between the Overlord and Wu is great. It makes this fight feel like it really has a lot of tension and high stakes. We see scenes of the ninja taking on the dragons and the Crystal Warriors, and Zane's plane gets shot out of the sky. We see it crash, and Zane, I like how he kind of accepts his fate before it crashes, and we'll see what happens to him in a few episodes. This episode has some good Garmadon stuff as well. We see him express that he hopes Lloyd will forgive him, and this is a nice common thread between the comics and the Crystalized episodes. In both of these versions, Garmadon deep down wishes that Lloyd will forgive him. There's something very emotionally powerful and tragic that Garmadon just wants this forgiveness, but he's not really able to achieve that yet. And so I really hope this season works towards Garmadon finally getting that forgiveness from his son. The Christopher metaphor is still really strong, showing how Garmadon just, I guess, wants something he can care for and nurture. I also like the Bounty fight and how we see the Bounty crash for the final time at the end of this episode. Yeah, again, it really feels climactic to just see the Overlord unleashing this huge energy blast into the sky. Again, I love the portrayal of the Overlord in this episode, how he's portrayed as all-powerful and godly, and how we see him using the full extent of his powers throughout this episode. Let's talk about the negative stuff now. Earlier this season, Ronan had a tense standoff with the ninja at the prison, and it was very evident that he did not like them. In this episode, Ronan threatens to beat up some prisoners who speak negatively about the ninja. So what happened here? Why is Ronan this defensive of the ninja? I would understand if he defended them a little bit because they were friends, but he is very, very defensive of them here. And this doesn't feel right, considering how he was towards them earlier. Also, the Overlord's voice is very confusing again, and it's weird. This seems to get better and then get worse with every episode. Plot is pretty solid here. I say in pretty much every review that the action is good, but Wu versus Overlord is like next level good. It was just so exciting to watch, and honestly, fights like these are why I love Ninjago. A takeaway I have from watching Ninjago for the last 10 years is that these hand-to-hand one-on-one fights are generally a lot better and more powerful than those crazy monster versus monster fights. And this battle is an example of that. For characters, the Overlord and Wu were great here, and I love seeing their interactions. And lastly, for emotion, Garmadon and Nia's conversation was really good. I think it was very emotionally powerful and echoes the comics nicely. This episode gets a 9.5 out of 10, and honestly, I would have given this episode a 10 if Ronan had been better here. The rest of the episode is just so exciting as a viewer to watch, and I really, really like how Crystalized is developing this final battle. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone you ever do know. Share your thoughts on episode 22, Brave But Foolish, below, and I'll see you guys next time.